All right, folks, how are we doing today? Let's get into a little review, see what happened. Today's action was kind of funky for most people that aren't using the profile and identifying these rotational days. There's different strategies you apply to a rotational market versus a trending market, all right? So totally different types of market conditions. And once you're able to spot, hey, is this going to be an inside day or is this a trend day? You got to apply different tactics, all right? So let's get into today's action. I got my IPA here. This quarantine is just making me an alcoholic. Just kidding. But let's get into today's action on the S&P futures, which is what I love to trade. And we also had some forex trades that hit pretty nicely today. We'll get into those at the end of the video. But yeah, ES coming into the day. What did we see overnight? Well, overnight inventory was long. We had the jobs number come out again at 8:30, and you guessed it, we had a very bad number, 5.2 something million unemployment claims. And what did the market do? Spiked on up. I don't know what to tell you, but that's what happened. We have no control over it, and we just gotta react to what we're getting here. And that's what we got. We got a nice spike at 8:30. So overnight inventory was long, and when you get that, usually in the morning, right at the open, 9:30, New York Stock Exchange open, if you have overnight inventory long, then there's usually some kind of correction that happens literally right at the open. If you're a fast trader, if you're on your toes, you're able to pick up at least a few points on these open trades. So right at the open, I didn't actually take the trade right at the open. I missed it, but it's whatever. The first trade I took, well, let's see. Right at the open, what happened? We got a little correction of that overnight inventory, right? We dropped down. We put in highs here at 27.95, and this thing just sold off for the first 40 minutes, right? So what I was looking at was, hey, if this sells off, I need to see it come into value for me to get a short, all right? So I was looking at yesterday's value, okay? So on the left side right here, this is yesterday's value area. Value area high is 27.80, value area low, 27.58. Now, for me, I didn't catch the fast trade in the morning, that first short for the correction of the overnight move, missed that one. So the next spot I was looking at was, hey, if this comes into value, I'm going to get short, all right? I'm going to get short, and my target's going to be the other side of value down here, because that's what market profile traders, that's what we look for. We're not necessarily market profile traders. We just look at the profile and get, data, and that gives us data, and we use that data to form, some trades. But once we came into value, this is the first trade of the day for me. Once we came into value, I wanted to see acceptance into value. We got that. So acceptance is just when it spends time above or below your level. In this case, price needed to spend some time below 27.80s, yesterday's value area high, for me to get into that short down to 27.58. And that's exactly what happened. We got acceptance into yesterday's value early in the session, right? Following up with that correction move of the overnight inventory. So once we got into value, I took a short with my target at 27.69. I'm not sure the exact fills that I got, but that was the short right there. First trade of the day. Literally short in here. Looking at yesterday's point of control, 27.69 as a first target, and then the 27.58, the next target, which was yesterday's value area low. Then, once we got to yesterday's value area low, I was looking to see, hey, let's see if we get some acceptance below yesterday's value. If we get acceptance below yesterday's value, we're going to go lower. We're going to potentially exit yesterday's range low at 27.50. But what happened? We peeped below value and hopped right back in. That was the key indicator that this was going to be an inside day. The first hour of the day tells you a lot, all right? So the first hour of the day, what happened? We opened up outside of value, above value, came back in, traded all the way down to yesterday's value area low, peeped below value, wasn't able to hold. Those sellers dried up. I don't think this was real selling. This was just retail selling, and then they got absorbed by the big money ghouls, the big prop money people. They built their position down here. And that's literally what we had all day. Like, A and B period tells us a lot about what's going to happen for the rest of the day. If this was going to be a trend day, I think early on these sellers would have drove this all the way down below yesterday's range, but that never happened. So it was kind of, we knew early on, or at least I knew, I was putting in the chat room all day, this is an inside day. Price was not able to accept outside of value on both sides, the upside and the downside. So it was just literally stuck in between yesterday's range for the most part. It did migrate a little higher. You see today's value area is higher than yesterday's value area, right? We can see the point of control moved higher, so that means value is a little higher. And yeah, that was kind of the second trade. I didn't take that second trade. I took it a little late up here into like the middle of the range, which is a bad spot, but I still, when I'm going for these trades, I'm going for a few points and I'm trailing out all of my entries. So if I get into a trade, I'm immediately moving my stop to entry once it gets into profit. And yeah, just letting them take me out because I'm going to get another re-entry. This market goes up and down very fast, and they will take all of your profits if you don't trail them out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. When we have a rotational day, you literally just want to be buying at the lows, selling at the highs, and just rinse and repeat all day long until you get some real acceptance outside of value, which we never got. We got some of that, C and D period above 2780. So later in the day, 2780 looks like we were holding above value, right? All day. I mean, not all day, for like 30, for a couple periods. C period broke above value. D period hanged above. E period, same thing. We made highs, E and F period. Those were the exact same highs. So that poor high, I called that out too. Maybe later in the day, this poor high is going to get taken out. Sure enough, just like right before the close at 5 p.m., this thing just ripped, and took out that poor high. Didn't really take it out because we have to wait for the regular hours for it to come down and retest this, but the thing gapped up during Globex, or pre-Globex. It's about to gap up during Globex. We got Donald Trump on the mic at 6 p.m. exactly in about 12 minutes. But yeah, what happened up here? We really didn't get any acceptance outside of yesterday's range, right? We went up 27.97. We tried to accept into Tuesday's range, right? Tuesday's range is up here. Look where price rejected, right at the lows of Tuesday's range. And it wasn't able to accept in there. So that was more information. Hey, this thing really doesn't want to go anywhere today. It's just balancing out. It's balancing out. The market is just waiting for more information. As we get more information, then it'll make a move. But for the most part, today and yesterday was just a balance day. Like if we look at it on a clean TPO, this is what it looks like, just balanced. So the move outside of this range, it already freaking happened right before the 5 p.m. close. We're hanging above value now. We're hanging above this 2-day balance area, right? Look at that nice distribution. But yeah, these buyers, they seem to be buying up all the lows and just sucking up these sellers, and it's pretty ruthless what they do. But what are we gonna do? But yeah, outside of this 2-day balance should determine the next move. Looks like we're already heading up. So coming into Globex is probably going to be a volatile session. Given the last 2 days we had a balance, and now we're seeing this thing just rip up before Globex even opened. So we're gonna see if this can backfill some of these highs of the day, like 27.98, which it easily can do that. Pretty violent move, but we got Donald on the mic at 6 o'clock in 10 minutes, so that's gonna bring some volatility into the session. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for tonight. If we could backfill these highs at 27.98, like 2800 area, today's highs really. If we could come back down, retest those, that'll be great. If it holds, that'll be a good long go for tonight. So yeah, this thing is gonna open into Tuesday's range, Tuesday's value now up here at 28.29. But wow, what a crazy move. We'll see where this thing wants to open up at 6 p.m. Probably gaps up even higher. And once we accept above 28.47, some levels, 29.01, let's see. So if we gap up above 28.47, that means we should accept into Friday's, what is that, March 6th. We should accept into 28.58. Value area low is around 28.80s, and then this naked point of control 2900. We should be there tonight if we're gonna gap up above Tuesday's range. And then above there we got freaking 29.80s, and then back into the 3000s. They might as well just fucking put it at all-time highs already. This market is bananas. And I'd hate to be a person that, you know, says, hey, we gotta drop, because then you're missing out on all the action. Like, if you're just gonna sit there and watch this thing go up to 3000 again and not trade it just because you think all the bad news has to make the market go down, like, I don't care, like, about the news or whatever. I'm just focused on what information I'm getting, focused on structure, price, and that's it. I don't really care to guess where the thing is going. I don't care if it goes up or down. I'm going to make money either way, just day trading it as we go, day by day. So yeah, that's me. That's how I'm going about it. But I have these arrows here on the lows at today's low, 2750s. That 2750 range, every time we came down to retest it today and yesterday, they bought it up. Even Globex, you don't really see that kind of, I mean, yeah, you do. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but this exact same low for the last 3 sessions. We're talking about today's session, last night's session, the session before that, all held above 2750. So we got exactly what I was saying before. Every time this market sells off, these big buyers are swooping up. And people selling into the hole down here are getting screwed, thinking that, you know, hey, once we get down here, that's it. This thing is going to crash. But that's not the case. Just look at this. It's insane. And it's lovely. But yeah, profile is keeping me alive here. I hope you guys are doing well too. But yeah, I told you what we're going to look for tonight. Holds above today's range high, 27.98 or 2800, we'll just call it. Holds above there. That should be a good long back up to, I don't even know if we get that low, to be honest. That should be good back up to like 2900 at least. But shit, that's crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Those are some levels for you guys to watch. Even today's close price, we could look at 27.87. That's way down there now. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at for the session. Let's see the forex trades. So today sent out a couple new trades. I had a swing trade on AUD USD. This one didn't do much, but we were able to grab 20 pips out of it. Right here, it was stuck inside the range all day, so we faded the range highs. Took a little heat. Our entry 63100 took about 15 pips worth of heat. Then it came down into our targets at 62950. So quick 20 pips. Our entry was actually 150. 150 was the entry price up there. So yeah, took 20 pips there. GBP USD, this was a trade from yesterday that we held overnight. That one was good for at least almost 100 pips. That was the max profit it was in so far. Looks like it's coming up to trail us out. That was another trade. Great short from yesterday, held it overnight, and it actually started moving overnight. What else did we have? AUD, JPY. This one was a short into this range. We just got stopped out of that one at 68,200. So I'm putting on a bunch of trades, and we're coming out green. So that's all that matters. I put on a bunch of trades or a couple trades. Can't catch them all, but I like to catch 1 to like 3, maybe 4 trades a day in the forex market. And yeah, we manage our risk correctly. We take a stop and we hit a couple other good trades. It's fine. You don't have to be worried about a stop. One stop is not going to hurt you as long as you manage your risk correctly. And then what else? USD CHF was another one. This was a good buy. It kind of got it a little late, but it was bouncing off of the range low. Same kind of thing as ES today. Stuck inside a range. We're buying at the lows, selling at the highs. So this thing actually broke above value and gave us some more opportunity today. And we let that one run. And then we got trailed out at our second exit at 96,900. So those were the trades today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. 17 minutes, wow. So we got Donald coming on in 4 minutes. I got to get out of here. ES is going crazy already. It's going to be a volatile session, so strap your boots and get ready. I'll be posting up some trades in the chat if I get in there. But yeah, hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope you guys are making a lot of money. And if you have any questions, you could always reach out to me if you're not in the chat room yet. There's a link below this video. Get your ass in there. I'm in there every day, posting up what I'm looking at, how I'm going about trading these markets, and seems to be working. So get your ass in there, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the live stream. And if you're in the chat room, I'll see you tonight during Globex. I'll post up some charts in there, structure, everything you need to know to trade these markets, whether it's the daytime or the nighttime, doesn't matter. We all got nothing to do. We're stuck in our house. So you might as well open up the damn charts and start trading. So I'm going to end on that. Get in the chat down below. And I will see you guys later. Peace.